Hello, everyone, and welcome to our second race in the playoffs for the Coast to Coast Cup Series. We're here at Watkins, Glen. Christopher Robinson is just finishing up his lap, and this is my wonderful camera we have going on. Eventually, Cappy will join us in the booth. He was here.
I am here.
He is here. He is here. Okay. Everybody brace yourself. The wonderful Cappy is here.
With internet issues, so hopefully I don't fall through.
With internet issues, so cross your fingers, and you would either hope of two things. One, that Kepi stays with us, or two, that Kepi goes away. Whatever your preference is, your fingers are still going to be crossed.
Hopefully it's not the lap.
Hopefully, we still have Kepi because it's going to be borne with just myself here. In practice so far, Cody Rivera is currently on the provisional pole in the 36. And second is Brian Lorenzo, and third is Tyler Grenot. And in the practice session prior, the fastest guy was
It was Cody
Riley,
Rivera.
and Francisco was up there too.
Oh.
Because they had a private hosted session, a practice just before this.
Alright.
Some of the guys can practice.
Still got about 5 minutes and 30 seconds left of qualifying, so only 13 drivers have set a time here. Ranging from 1 minute 12 seconds to 1 minute 15 seconds so far.
Yep, I'm gonna try and get someone on track. Says Jason's on track. Nope, Jason just got out. What about the 32? Are you here? Quinn Ginrich is on track too. Oh, Francisco got the third position. Cody Rivera is still first. And Chris Robinson is second.
We have 2 laps of qualifying for these drivers, so if you don't get a good lap 1, you can always go for one more lap.
Yep, on Quinn's lap, he got a little loose there. We'll see where he comes out. Well, that just shows that this track is slick.
Yep.
Especially on new tires. Maybe as the tires get old, heated up, it's not going to be as bad, but until we get to that point.
Most of the field is in that 13-second range. There's only the top 3 in the 1 minute 12s. Most of the field in the 1:13, like I said. A few drivers in the 1:14, and then you have one driver, Wes Gallo, in the 1 minute 15. But, it doesn't have to be the quickest cars. As long as you get good race pace and keep your car clean, I think you'd be in good position to have a great finish today.
Yep, and we have 3 minutes left of practice. Is anyone out there on track?
Oh.
It says Luke Peters is on track. We'll take a look. Yep, there's Luke Peters. He is good at road courses. He's only made a handful of starts.
Oh, he's loose.
Oh, yeah.
He's chasing it on his outlap here.
A little wide in the chicane, but keeping it together.
careful through some corners, turn 1, and I believe turn 6 as well, because you can't go
Oh,
wide
he
because
just
you
got
get an
that.
aux track. Yeah,
Off there,
he
it's a
was
1X, so it's not going to count, unfortunately.
yeah.
Trying to push it, get all he can. I think he might have a second lap. After he crosses the stripe, I'm going to go to Logan, so we're not putting all the pressure on Luke Peters. Instead, we'll put the pressure on Logan.
Oh, gonna go wide. That's 1x. This lap is invalidated. Poor
Oh,
guy.
Luke. Okay, right now on the screen, I'm looking at Logan. I turned it off of Luke so he couldn't say that I was trying to jinx him.
He's wheeling it through the S's right now.
So Luke's going to have to start in the back. We're going to see where Logan's going to end up.
Still has one more lap. This is only his first lap out of 2.
Oh, okay. Logan comes across the line. And maybe that was his out lap. So we'll go to Peters.
It is making his way through the final corner right now. See what good he can do on his second lap.
Yep, saw a little wiggle, but it looked like he kept it close and tight together. Where is he going to finish up?
Downshifting in turn number 1 here. Good entry. Back on the gas using the curbs here into the S's.
Oh, did that
Shift
previous
some.
lap not count for Peters?
Yeah, he went wide in turn 1.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he's loose
Go!
right here. Chase the car. Oh,
Oh,
no.
into the grass.
Both his laps aren't going to count now. He's going to start
Oh,
from the back.
Going to be in the back. Oh, boy. Logan, who's also on track. Logan crosses the line this time by.
And they're going to advance the session right now.
Yep. Where did Logan finish? Unless Logan's laps were invalidated too. Yeah, I think they were.
Did.
Logan starting
Seth
23rd.
Hood, John Lynch, Logan Rosinski, Luke Peters did not set a lap time here.
So on pole, it was the what was his name? 26, right? They got our pole.
I believe so. Let me look. It was the 90. Wait, hold on. No, they haven't loaded in yet. That's why I can't see. The 36 of Cody Rivera is.
Oh, yep, 36 isn't here yet. Robinson just got on the grid. And when Cody gets here, we'll go through the order. Oh, Cody is here. Okay, Cappy, you want to lead him off? The order?
Yeah. Just a reminder before we start. 45 laps here. Stages at the, I believe, at the end of lap 18. It's at the beginning or end. You got one fast trip here.
Beginning.
No X limit. I don't know how many sets of tires you have here. I believe it's unlimited.
I probably have like a few
so.
sets.
Yeah, let me check. No, actually, no. You got 3 sets right here. So. Okay, so the stage is coming on 18. So at the end of 17, coming to 18. That's our stage right there. Get a good camera view here. So 36 right here of Cody Rivera is on pole. Christopher Robinson in the 00. He's a playoff driver. He starts on the left side. Then in row 2, you got Francisco Pascalo in the 30. Then the 92 Riley Marabello. Then it's the 77 and Brian Lozano and Parker Collins, the 18. That's row number 3. Row 4 is the 45. That is Andretti Robinson. And then the 81 of Tyler Granault. Then after them is the 57 of Ellis Wells and the 12 of Conor France, and the 20 of Brady Floyd, and the 9 of Darren Staff, excuse me. Then it's Jason Rajak in the 924 car, then Zachary Thornton in the 35, then it's the 32 of Corinne Gingrich, he's in 15th. Then it's the 29 of Tyler That's been all. I think this is his first race, at least that's been broadcasted, because I haven't seen him before. It's the 9 of Darwin's staff. He looks to be, yeah, he is given an EOL and going to the end of the line. He was going to roll off 12th. Then Brett Murphy starts in 17th and 64, and 18th is Mark Brannigan Jr. and he is in the 4 car. Then Wes Gallo in the 07, the last of everybody made a time. He starts 19th. 20 on back, Luke Peters in the 50, Seth Hood in the 69, John Lintz in the 90, and Logan Mazinski in the 21. They did not set a lap, so 22 cars lined up for Watkins Glen. Ought to be a fun one here. Just can't really make mistakes. I know throttle control. And we saw drivers struggle with that in practice and qualifying. That's going to be important. Just gotta hit your marks, hit it right, make no mistakes, keep the car clean, and you know, like I said, do all that, and I think you get a good finish here.
Yep, and as you're talking, I was trying to keep on the camera, and I think we did it solid this time, because you gave me the car number, which was very helpful. We're gonna see what guys are gonna cut the.
Oh no! Oh no!
Someone didn't cut it, and they didn't get the memo. Was that Francisco?
Oh, man, that's the 30 of Francisco Barrichello. Oops, we almost hit the 92 again. And that's the 92 of Riley Mirabello. Oh my gosh, both have similar last names. And they hate each other in the bus stop. Oh my goodness, that's
the best thing is that they're in the same voice chat too.
Yeah. Mirabello's car looks clean.
Francisco always has damage at the start of like every road course.
That 32 has some left front damage there. I know this track is fast, so that's not going to be good for him. And then
there's some aero, but I don't think those crinkles on that 30 car are going to hurt him too much. Because it's more of like it is momentum based.
Yeah.
It Watkins Glen trying to get onto the throttle quicker than the guy in front of you. But it's not really a draft dependent. So I predict the 30 will still be fine. Pace car is going to make the extremely sharp turn down pit road because that is what iRacing likes to do.
And we go. About to go green.
About to go green.
Green.
You're green. Oh, the 30's going to get this good start. The leader.
Oh, the 30's going to jump to the inside right away.
And now get a good. Oh, he's going to squeeze Francisco down. Francisco use the curbs with wheel light for the lead. Not anymore. They string out in this turn. Well, out of turn 1 and in the S's here. I believe Luke Peters had contact. Somebody's apologizing to him over the radio. This car looks fine. So, wouldn't worry about that.
Through the S's, the 00 Chris Robinson with a good run, but doesn't look like he's ready to make a move. And our friend in the 36 is going to lead him. Get my ticker going.
Oh, this player got a car wrecking. 2 cars off in the bus stop.
Give me a car number.
That is the 32 of Quinn Gingrich. He got hit. Let me see this. He got a bump and just could not slow down in time. Right into the 4 car. Doesn't look to be too damaged here. He kind of tapped the wall there inside the bus stop. So that's not a good start for him. That 4 car is a playoff driver, Mark Brannigan Jr. This car doesn't look like it has really any damage. Just got hit in the right door.
Yeah, his car doesn't look too bad. He just got a little loose down the front stretch. But
oh, I got a car that's Luke Peters off in turn 1. He went wide into the grass. And he's, oh, I think he hit the inside wall on the left hand, so I can't even tell. You see.
That car still looks in decent shape, but this track being slick has came to bite a lot of drivers.
He didn't hit the wall, thankfully. He's had this eventful first part of this race.
Oh, Brett Murphy loose too in that 64.
Oh, I got a wrecker. It's the 77. He got hit by Brady Floyd. He has still spun around in the bus stop.
Another
Both off
playoff
track
driver
now.
with issues, Brian Lorenzo. Going to be sent all the way down to the back as he climbs onto the track.
Yeah.
Tough
He has
break.
some pretty good right rear damage there.
Yeah,
Oh,
that is
exactly.
pretty
Going
heavy.
to send it in and just hit him right there. Ready boy, nowhere to go. He made some contact with him. I know that 924 car of Jason Radjock, he has some ground damage there.
Yeah,
Floyd
someone rammed
looks
in the
clean.
back.
Yeah, Zachary Throne's car looks clean too after hitting at 77. 81 of Tyler Grenat, excuse me. He has some left rear damage too, but nothing too bad.
Now, this first lap has been hectic. Cody Rivera, though, has managed to keep it up front as we're on lap number 3 out of 45. He's being chased by Chris Robinson as they both randomly jump the curbs, entering the bus stop, and they both exit around the same.
Everybody clean so far through the bus stop. They're more single file than they have been.
Robinson with a little wider, trying to get all the momentum he can. Looks like he is gaining a tad ground, but gap is fairly consistent between these front two runners, and Francisco in the third position is gaining strong with Riley Marabello facing down.
That 30 car clipped the grass some on entry of the last corner. He got a little sideways, and he went wider than everybody in turn 6 as well. So, or turn 7. It says turn 6 on the roll sheet that racing has, but it looks to be turn 7. So.
Oh, the 18 out of shape. You can see in the back of the camera right there. Managed to save it though.
A car around off the final corner. It's the 64 Brett Murphy. He just came off the final corner. Car got loose. Tried to save it. Almost did. Came stop in the middle of traffic and then he backed it up. No damage on that 64 car. That's lucky for him, but he's gonna lose a lot of time.
Yep, and he actually is a playoff driver. He still doesn't have his banner yet. Public shaming on you. But not good for him at all, being in almost the last position. Seth Hood is actually technically last, 3 laps down. I don't think he actually started this race. Figure shows there has... No, it was just being funky for a second. Had Francisco jump to the lead. I was wondering how that happened, but we're still the same through 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Cody Rivera, Chris Robinson, Francisco Bacallo, Riley Marabello, and Andretti Robinson running off the top 5. Riley a little loose on the curbs. In the interval between Cody and Chris, 0.266 seconds. Not much has changed. But they are pulling away from Francisco and Riley. Chris trying to get everything he can out of the car. I'm hoping Kepi is still with us. He's been quiet, and I don't know what a quiet Kepi is like. So I'm hoping that internet connection stays stable for the sake of B.
It's been out for the last minute. I just came back on. I got kicked out of the session. Oh no.
Ah, no. So for the people that had their fingers crossed, hoping that Kepi would get kicked out, got what you wanted, but shame on you. Because it's not as good with our beloved Kepi. Ooh, the 00 had a little moment there. Exiting a turn, managed to keep it collected. And the gap has increased by very slightly to a margin that doesn't really matter too much. So, because there's no Kepi talking, it means I just have to say words, and hopefully words in a sequential sentence that make sense for a human to understand.
Hey, I'm about 50% loaded in, so
Okay, trying to get back in there again. After the first lap, these guys are pretty calm, but once we do hit that lap 18 mark, which we're not even yet on that margin. So after that, we're going to get a full course caution. We're going to reset them. Other than that, this race is just going to have local cautions. So here and there, if we catch it, we'll see a spin. But we're probably not going to see a full course caution unless the entire track is blocked, which
Yeah.
very low chance of that happening. Ooh, Chris Robinson right on the back bumper of Cody Rivera's. Gained a lot of time through the back bus stop, and the gap has decreased from 0.4 seconds to 0.3 seconds. He's looking like a little bunny hopping over those curbs. He's stalking him. Down to a 10th this time. So I wonder if the handling is going away on that 36 machine.
it must be. I mean, handling all these cars are going away as the run goes on and the tires just lose grip here.
Up 36 wide, Chris Robinson to the inside. They're going to go through the S's 2 wide. We're going to see who's going to give. No one's given quite yet. Maybe 36 gave a little bit. Was exiting this S section. Chris with another moment on his hands. Cody Rivera is with the momentum when he decides to stick behind Robinson, not trying to make a move. But we're going to see now the trailing car if he can get his thoughts back together and if he can get a run back at Chris Robinson. Because this is the first lead change of the night, and these two are a class act of their own right now. Francisco has dropped 1.6 seconds behind them.
We usually get one or two cars, usually two cars that just dominate the field, so...
And usually Chris is one of them. So for anybody out there, if you want to challenge Chris, or if you want to be a part of this amazing field, because there's a lot of battles all over the place. If you haven't taken a look at what's going on the track, like John Lynch. Oh, something happened to Darren. Because he was battling Darren, and Darren just went away.
I have my iRacing to focus on crashes, so if somebody spins, I'll be the first to know. Well, maybe the second, because the driver spins.
The driver will know first.
Oh, look, Peter's almost to the bumper of the 81, in turn number 1. It's Tyler Grenot. Peters gets a bit loose off turn 1. Saw a lot of cars last time by just slide all around the S's, so we can see the same thing here.
Yeah, and Peters has managed to get his way up from the back up to the 10th position, battling for 9th right now.
One of the fastest cars in the racetrack.
Yep, so that stage caution is going to go in the favor of the 50, going to stack him, and he's going to see as many positions as he can get then. See if he can have something for Chris later evening.
He had a great bus stop there. But
yeah, he did. That was very clean.
It's hard to pass, though, over there on that section of the track. So just trying to arc it off the corner, get the run, like he is going to now. See, the lady won't go to block.
He's to the inside. And Peters in the 9th position, but Tyler Grenot, playoff driver of the 81, fighting back. Gonna dive in super deep. Oh, I think we have some people.
Yeah, that's the
some strategy.
29.
Oh no, that's a different orange car. I thought that was our leader pitting.
Peters officially by that 81 machine.
Yep, Luke Peters up to 9th. The next guy in his sights is 1.9 seconds in front of him.
Oh, Bernie Floyd in the S's. That's the 20. He got too far on the curves and then just hit the grass, and what a save. He lost it, but He's able to save it there, exiting the S's. That's just 3 cars under our blanket right now. That's Zachary Thornton, Jason Rajak, and then Reddy Floyd there in the 20.
Yep, all playoff drivers too.
Throwing a bit loose there on the carousel.
And surprisingly, out of this bunch, Thornton is the one with the cleanest looking car.
You wouldn't expect it.
Nope, he entered that turn a little wide. Jason and Brady both diamond that corner more. They're getting a little more of a run down the backstretch, but they do not have enough momentum to get under him entering turn 1.
Thornton's going to go wide again.
I wonder if Thornton's feeling the pressure from Jason behind him. Because Jason's right on that bumper.
I don't know if Jason wants to make a pass through here since it's so difficult already just to go single file through here. You don't want to go side by side as well.
Yeah, he probably doesn't want to do that. But Thornton had a good drive through the S's, managed to extend that gap a little bit. He's taking a more shallow approach on the bus stop. Seems to be helping him. And Thornton going wide once again. That time was a little too wide.
Yeah.
Jason caught back up. So these guys, they're giving and let's say giving and taking. Oh, Thornton wide once again. Jason ready to pounce.
Comes Reddy Floyd trying to make something out of it too.
Yeah, because he tried battling. Brady Floyd was like, ooh, free real estate. Tried getting his nose in there. Couldn't quite get it there off the turn, though.
Nice 3-car battle right here. Up 12, almost 18. Jason almost to the back bumper to the 35. Thornton gets a bit loose there. They're both going to be slow. Even 20 Brady Floyd has on those curves right now. Not anymore.
And soon they are going to have some lap traffic, and I believe that is the orange 29.
Boy. But what a save. Ew.
Thornton taking a very defensive approach there in the bus stop.
He almost lost it entering the bus stop, but luckily he saved it.
Yep, going wide once again. Jason crosses him over. Oh, it doesn't look like he has a nose in there.
Don't think he wants to pass right there yet.
Nope, we're going to see where, because the optimal passing zones are where Thornton is good at, and he's able to recover in the times he's gone super wide.
Jason and Thornton a bit loose off that corner, off the final corner. Jason, shallower approach here. Oh, he's going to hit the curve, so that's not going to benefit him. Here comes Reddy Floyd.
Nope, that's going to upset the car. Brady Floyd now. See if he can pounce, but they're entering the S's, so.
Floyd not enough much speed through the S's right now. A 924 car lost some ground. Exactly is what he did in turn 1, but slowly gaining back. See if Thornton messes up the S's again here. Excuse me, the bus stop.
And Thornton looking good. Oh, little wiggle on that
Floyd,
second part, but
with your ass. While this is happening, here comes that 77 car. There's
oh, Brian's coming into the picture too, making this a 4-way battle. Brady Floyd may have gotten a 2-axle tap in that grass right there.
Going a bit slow through there, going a bit wide.
Jason still can't get under him.
Jason's going to get on the brakes much earlier than Zach. Here we go. He's got the big run here.
Yep, he's got the run, but not.
Go for the move now.
Oh, Rajak to the inside, and they're going 2x2 through the S's. Who's gonna give? Thornton's probably not. They're not giving.
Yeah, Jason's just been behind him for too long. Here comes the 77, passing Reddy Floyd.
It looks like
Exactly. Thornton's gonna have.
Thornton has momentum coming off, though. Jason with very shallow
Oh,
entry
Zachary
to bus
Thornton
stop.
and Jason. They
Thornton
both
loose,
go in the
yeah.
grass, and they're both in the grass again. The 77.
Brian
I guess he
Lorenzo, who
tried to
got
go
by
right
Brady
there.
Floyd, now applying the pressure to Jason.
Oh boy, that was almost disaster for both those drivers. Thornton gets loose off the carousel.
Probably, yeah. Jason lost some time, though, to Thornton by trying to make that move. Just killed his momentum and allowed Brian to try and pounce. And he almost said Brian to the inside of Jason. No, he wasn't.
Got another car slowly closing in. I can't tell from here. I believe that's the 21. We see, yes it is.
Oh, Logan
Rosinski.
Rosinski trying to join the fight, too. I see Brady in the back of my screen. He was closer to Brian. Thought he was going to make him move into turn one. Jason, once again, looks like this is a good spot for him, but he's got to learn how to keep up that momentum exiting the S's.
Zachary Thornton loose, entering the bus stop. His car got sideways there. He lost a lot of time.
Jason to the bumper. Oh, he gets to the bumper of him.
He moved him.
He moved him up out of the way. Thornton's not going to like that. Thornton's going to try and fight back.
Oh, no,
Oh!
77. Oh.
Oh, no, Brian, no.
Oh, his he I don't know if his wheel is gonna because he's
His
just
wheel is just not connected to the car. No, Brian.
No, okay, I see. He just hit the curves, got loose off the corner. Tried to steer a car to the left.
Yeah, his wheel is off.
Going too far right. Yeah, he just got loose off the corner and just couldn't save the car. So.
He'd be pushing it too much. Oh, that sucks, and can't turn because of that. So he's gonna have to come down the pits. He's looking forward to the stage coming out in 2 laps. Not pitting. Technically, pits are closed. 1 to go in the stage. Not 1 to go yet, I don't think. So I don't know why Brian didn't pit. Or maybe iRacing kind of just glitched itself back into place and he can finally turn that machine again. Ah, but that sucks.
Oh, Thornton loose off the bus stop.
Alright, we gotta see what's happening to Thornton. Oh, how the heck did Jason get by? And now we're gonna see Thornton and Brady battling it out. We know Thornton's not gonna give up. A Ryan Newman-esque type of driver. Except he will get out of the way for a lap car. No, Thornton doesn't really get lapped.
Brady Floyd loose off the final corner.
Turn 1 looks like Brady with more momentum than Thornton. Thornton a little wide once again.
There he goes.
Yep, Brady to the inside. Entering the S's.
Thornton's gonna have a shallow entry there. Gets a bit loose.
He's still loose. You can see a wheel wiggling back and
Oh,
forth.
fight in the car. 1 to go in the stage.
Yep. I think Brady checked up for him. Brady to the inside, seeing if he can
Brady's
get
gonna
the...
set it in. Oh, Zachary Thornton's gonna overshoot it.
Thornton overshot it.
Yep.
Through the
He's
grass.
He's been sending the entry of the bus stop for the last 2 laps. It's just never going to happen.
He maintained his position, but he does have a penalty.
Yellow flag.
That's the stage right there.
Stage is
Robertson's
out.
already in turn number 1. 0-0 wins stage 1. Second,
Yep.
Cody Rivera is a pole sitter in the 36 car. Francisco Barrichello or whatever. In that 30 car. After the trouble before the race, hangs on for 3rd. Ellis Wells in the 57 4th.
Oh, Ellis managed to get his way up to the top 5. Good for him.
Riley Mirabello in the 92, who collided with the 30 car pre-race. He's in 5th.
Yep, and that
Parker
will
Collins,
round the points
18.
for the stage. If you wanted to go over the other positions, you could. I just wanted to point out that only the top 5 will get stage.
Yeah, the 6th place was Parker Collins, 18, so he barely missed the cut. So a lot of cars spaced out from one another, so.
And the 29 is the first car one lap down, so he's going to get his wave around. We saw him pitting earlier. That Pit Viper machine, so he's going to get the lucky dog, but it's going to catch him back up to the field here is tough because it's such a big track.
This guy's looking up to go and up around, so.
And pace car drives so quick in the road
Yeah.
courses.
I think our pace car driver is Kyle Larson.
Probably. I don't know anyone else that quick. Well, here's the pace car right now. Could probably take a look at the speed on what Robinson is going. Is that 40 miles an hour?
Maybe.
Alright, we'll go into the cockpit. See if I can see what speed Chris is going. If I can find my cockpit button.
Field's going to gather, slips back up on the backstretch here.
Oh, there it is. Oh, I can't.
Oh, I think. Oh, we got a car around. Oh no, on the back straightaway.
Who's around?
Oh, that's 90. The John Lynch. He just lost his entire front of the car.
Oh my gosh.
He just was not paying attention. Just hit the 21.
Oh, he hit Logan?
Yeah.
Hey. That car looks like that old Xfinity car. I don't remember the driver of it, but hopefully you remember the video clip. Just kind of coasting down into the bus stop, parks it there between the cones, and a boof, and it just explodes. Well, he's probably going to get his fast repair along with Brian. I hope Brian gets his fast repair.
I believe they're coming down the road this time, so.
And after pit road, we do have plenty of time if we wanted to interview our stage winner, Chris Robinson. We'll check to make sure he's in the chat.
Luke Peters giving an EOL morning.
Why does Peters have an
He
ELO?
requested it because he said thank you right after, so.
Oh, he wanted it.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't see Chris Robinson in a voice chat. I only see people in the voice chats for Animal Style Racing, Shadow Racing, and 2K Racing. Everyone else is either elsewhere or I don't know. But here they come into the pits. And it looks like Robinson, followed by Cody Rivera. That was close.
Yeah, it was.
Some drivers are taking their time to repair damage.
That 30 car's headed to the back. Yeah, I think it was speeding up her road. Francisco, Capella.
It looks like Jason decided to repair his damage for some reason, or he got a penalty.
That's tough car. Tough for the 30. Third place, and then you just get speed on pit road all the way to the back.
Oh, that sucks. Francisco's going to get a lot of TV time, though, trying to make his way back up. But it really sucks that there's not going to be another caution to get him back up to the field, unless, for whatever reason, these guys really junk it into turn one.
Or through the S's.
Or through the S's, yes. Francisco taking that sad journey. I don't know why Luke Peters isn't passing it.
Luke Peters has a near well.
Oh, there goes Peters. And Luke and Jason. I don't know why Jason stayed in the pits. His damage wasn't that bad. And the
Luke
90
was,
with a
2
fresh
laps
looking
ago.
car.
Yep, it's 2 laps to green right now, so.
Actually, Logan might be on a speeding penalty also. Cody also isn't in the voice chat. I guess they're a loss, even though it does help to pass the time. Please tell me Pace Car is going to turn the lights off. I might just go to an ad break, you know, pass some time.
Yeah.
Just tell me when you go back live.
Alright. No lights on the Pace Car. We're about half away there till we go back green once again. Actually, are we just entering the backstretch? Oh my gosh. Pace Car is so slow now. It's fast when you want it to be slow, and it's slow when you want it to be fast. Okay, we'll see if the drivers get the memo and go straight here. Just so we don't have that happening again, and it looks like they will obey that.
Thankfully. We got some cars who did come down pit road that last time by. John Lynch, the 90, Tristan Rajak, and then 924 car, Francisco. I don't know how to say his last name. It's
Bacalo.
Bacalo, whatever.
Yep. Actually, these drivers are going to need to do green flag pit stops. That was something Brian told me. They cannot make it to the end on fuel. And we already know that there's not going to be a yellow, so this is going to be interesting. With some pit strategy coming out here.
The last car on pit road was at 21, the Logan Rusinski, who got hit under yellow, but he didn't repair his damage, so I guess just extra fuel, extra tires.
Maybe.
Or, no, it's extra fuel, just take it, you know.
Maybe topping off with fuel so you can go that extra distance.
Yeah.
But you're going to have to pit anyways, but it just means if you have a good calculator that you can fill up with less fuel and make that pit stop ever so slightly faster. But the downside is look at all the space that Jason and Logan and those people need to make up. So I don't know if it was a good decision, but they were kind of in the back anyways. So there's that.
Go, pace car is gonna pull down pit road right now. And the restart zone right
green
now.
Flag, green flag.
We're green.
Away Chris goes. That outside lane, they weren't quite lined up when Chris launched. But 36 to the outside. Oh, we got dumped.
Leaders.
Ryan
Oh no.
Farrell-Bello got into Cody Rivera's, who got down into Chris Robinson.
With a spin here. Oh, they're wrecking. Oh,
Oh,
no,
Robinson.
45.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
45
Oh,
flipping.
No. He spun entering the S's, and his car just grip flipped on the wall, and he just spun in the air. He is on his side. That's oh man,
Riley
wow, that
Marabello
was
disconnected. Connor
that's
LaFrance is
very
actually the new
unfortunate.
race leader.
Actually, let's see the 45. Okay, no, I see how it stopped. So let's go all the way back to the start. I'll give you the
Can you give
rundown
us a
here.
recap because we're still green?
Yeah, I get it. So the 32, excuse me, the 92. His 9 looks like a 3, but that's Riley and Marabello. He did not break in time. At least he broke later than the 36 running ahead of him on Twitter Veros. He hits Twitter Veros the 92. Excuse me. Yeah, the 92 does, and then that sends the 36 into the 00. And then 36 is going to go way wide. Luckily, keeps off the wall, 00 in the infield. And the 36 just gassing the car back up, and if he gets the wheel spin, gets loose, spins all over. Reckon to turn 1 again. You can go to that.
All right. Alice Wells managed to get the lead out of all this. Who's wrecking?
I know the 77.
Goodness gracious, Brian.
77 pointed out over the radio. That's all I heard.
Oh, he pointed it out over the radio. Okay, so he wasn't
Yeah.
involved. That car looks pretty
No.
clean.
Francisco Lacalo just left, so it might have been him.
Could be. A lot of drivers, a lot of road course rangers hoping for a good night.
Yeah,
Someone blinked out and screwed up my cameras. Okay. But this is a change of events. Ellis Wells now leading. Chris Robinson down to 13. But they're going to have to pit. So honestly, I believe that this could be like anyone's race if you had top 10 speed. Kind of crazy.
I just want to say, so to continue on, 36 with the wheel spin, getting back up to speed, spins right in front of the track, and you're going to have to show the replay for this once you get available. He almost hits the 81 car, and then 45 has to just go to the left to swerve out of the way, because 36 is going right across the racetrack, and it hits the inside wall. 45 turns left into the 07, hits him, goes spinning in the right side wall, and then just gets caught on the wall. It gets flipped over because he gets like grip flipped in it. And luckily, it does not get hit, but it's rather unfortunate circumstances there.
All right, we will go to the replay. With that being said, if anything notable happens, Cappy, feel free to interrupt me because we're going to do this while we are under green flag conditions, which we don't usually do. So we might miss some action here, but it sounds like I really want to see what happened with the 45 and 36.
36 on the car to watch. Luke Peters going way wide in turn 6 right there.
All right, I'm going to bring it up. Currently, we're loading some glorious content. It will take a little longer because it is kind of back there.
Yeah.
36 all the way on lap.
It's like 23, I believe.
Yeah, it looks
22.
like
I
22.
think chopper camera to be a good look at it.
All right, we'll use Chopper.
The leader, Alice Wells, the 57, is checked out now. Most single file through the field.
All right, I got it up so I can show what happened in 36. This is like a drone cam. This is cool. You can see how he got into Robinson. Sent him extremely wide. And then he just lost it. And the 45 is flipping on the top of the screen. It looks like he had contact with someone else up there. That's unfortunate. But I don't know why the 36 just lost grip all of a sudden. It's kind of strange.
This is the wheel spin. He almost hit the 81. That was... Tyler's so lucky not to spin there. As Brady Floyd has spun, exiting the bus stop into the carousel. This was about 30 seconds ago. Exiting the bus stop, just gets loose, tries to save it into the grass. He spins. Luckily, he doesn't hit anything. But like he was 5th, and now he's all the way back to 16th.
I'm right behind Cody Rivera in the blinking West Gallo.
Also, there was another wreck the lap after the restart. It was in turn number 1. I'll give a recap here. So it's 90 of John Lynch, sends it in turn number 1, and he just actually no. It was the 30. That's Francisco Akello. Enters the corner, just locks up, spins out, gets some help by the 30 car, excuse me, the 90. Spins around the 29, also gets some contact from that. And just spins out right in front of the field. John Lynch was involved, like I said. Francisco just left. He was like, no. Already been wrecked like 3 times this race. One of them was even before the race, so why did he bother sticking around? So he left.
I'm sure he wasn't too happy.
Nope. And Andretti Robinson has also left the session.
Andretti Robinson might have had too much
Yeah,
damage because he.
Yeah, he just parked the car, pulled off to the side and just parked it. He was very far behind the field.
Gotcha. Brady Floyd all the way down to 16th.
I'm trying to move here.
18 cars on the track, all of them so far on lead lap.
Thank you. I gotta turn the camera right now to Luke Peters, that 50 car. Got 4 cars under a blanket here.
Oh, this is interesting. Brian Lorenzo once again. Come on, Brian. Don't spin. Chris Robinson actually made his way up to 5th, but I'm looking at battle now with Peters and the 18 of Parker. Looks like these two kind of broke away from each other.
Yeah.
But I do see Brian right on the heels of...
Go 18 in the grass a bit. Now he's in the grass more. Peter's going to get around when 18 got slow.
I just moved the camera away from it. Gosh darn it.
The 07 car. The 07, the 36 Dakota Rivera's, and Brady Floyd all under a blanket here. Side by side, Brady Floyd going to give the bumper to 36. Could not slow down in time.
But he makes... Oh! He also gets moved by Wes. Manages to keep it together, though.
That was,
Yeah, and Cody Rivera is up to 14th. Next guy in his sights is Jason Rajak, 1.3 seconds.
For 4th place right now, Christopher Robinson, 00 around 81. Tyler, Grenot.
Oh, Chris is a man on a mission. Now he's up to Thornton. See how long this takes, because we know Thornton is going to...
Wide.
Oh, Thornton's wide. Chris has to probably check up.
Luke Peters goes really wide in turn number 1, does not hit anything. And the 4 gets a bit loose, and in the carousel, excuse me, the S's, he's going to fall back, losing a spot. And Ryan Ranzone at 77. This
battle between Robinson and Thornton is interesting. Chris Robinson went really wide, really close to the wall.
Is spun. Yeah.
Contact with Thornton and Robinson and Tyler Grenot trying to stick his nose in there. Robinson fighting on the outside, manages to get back into the 4th position.
Brady Floyd and the 36 wrecked in the S's. Brady Floyd just got loose, came down in the 36, and they both spun in the right side wall. 36 of Clitter is not happy over the radio. His car is just not in one piece right now. And the 00 up front all race long, and just one mistake by another driver just putting that spot in there. Just keep catching bad luck, trying to work their way through the rails. Brett Murphy in the 64, first one down pit road here.
Well, yep, they do have to pit, so I guess might as well pit now. Robinson all over the back bumper of Zachary Thornton. Getting kind of impatient, you can see. But Thornton's holding him off for a lap. Robinson, though, with a good run out of the S's. He's going to dive that car down low, see if he can get to the inside of Thornton, entering the bus stop. Passes him before the bus stop. And Robinson, really wide, has to take the road. He's going to get a penalty, so we'll see if Thornton can get by him. He's going to still be in the racing line, though, a little slower.
Brady Floyd and Cody Rivera is on pit road. As Ellis Wells coming through the final corner, probably going to put these cars a lap down. And 3 cars sent through a blanket for 3rd place.
Robinson just got around Zachary Thornton. He's probably going to be pulling away. Thornton, though, under pressure from the 81 of Tyler Grenot.
Cody Rivera has taken his one faster here. I believe Brady Floyd has as well. Yes, he has. And right in the same straightaway here is our leader, Wes Gallows, in that great looking 57 McDonald's car.
Thornton's all sorts of loose up the S's.
He's been driving the wheels off like all race. That's what he always does.
Literally. We're going to see how this goes because there is a stack of cars behind Thornton with Tyler Grenot, Luke Peters, Parker Collins, and can't see who's behind Parker. Oh, Brian Lorenzo.
Fun fact about Zachary already said that we could drag him in mid-race for an interview once we get midway through a run, through this run. So.
Oh, should I bring him up to the booth when he's like in process of spinning out like he is every single lap?
No, I would wait till he gets checked out from the field there.
Peters on the outside of Grenot, able to take over the 5th position. Because of that battling going on, though, Thornton has increased his gap between Peters by 0.8 seconds. Or 2.8 seconds.
Well, Peters loose in there, so excuse me, the S's. I don't know why I'm getting those wrong today.
Well, right now we're going into the bus stop, so.
Yeah, I know that. Luckily.
Parker Collins also able to get around Tyler. And Brian is still back there trying to get around. Brian Lorenzo all over the back bumper of Grenot. Now is not really an easy way to pass, but Tyler Grenot goes wide. Still nothing Brian can do. Brian to the back bumper of Tyler Grenot. Oh, a little twitch out of that 81 machine. Brian Lorenzo to the inside. We're going to see if he's going to outbrake the 81, and he is. Late on the brakes, so it was a 77. And up and into,
Crossover.
Low crossover by Tyler, but doesn't look like he can get it done. Brian Lorenzo up to 7th. Passing his fellow playoff drivers. And because Chris is up to 5th. But
and the S's, he just keeps getting loose on the exit of the S's here. He's driving the wheels off that thing.
I also saw Parker Collins putting pressure on Luke Peters. But on the carousel, he did get a little loose.
18 car chasing it. Oh, he almost spins. Almost to the grass on the right side. That's Parker Collins.
Yep, lost a little time, but managed to actually have the car in one piece. Oh.
That's a win right there.
Yep. And now he's able to see if he can chase down.
Zachary Thornton down pit road. Once he gets by himself, actually in pit road, I think we should bring him in there, ask him about his strategy.
All right, we'll wait until the pit stop is done, or we could bring him up while he's entering the pit stop.
No,
but right now he needs to concentrate. once his crew's working on the car, maybe we could bring him in because exiting pit road's pretty easy. All right, we'll bring up Zachary Thornton. Hey, Thornton's man, Kepi in the booth. You copy?
Yes.
All right, we see you're exiting pit road right now. Hopefully, we're not being too much of a distraction.
You're fine.
All right, cool. So, Kepi was interested about your strategy, and he also mentioned a few times that you're literally driving the wheels off the car. Said
Yes.
it looks like you're on a hockey rink. I know you do hockey, so is there any similarity between hockey and what you're doing right now?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Riding my
All right.
car.
But more importantly, on a
course,
serious note, he wanted to ask about your pit strategy. So how was that? Because we know everybody has to do at least one pit stop, but they can choose when they want it.
I figured I might as well do a little undercut because I have literally nothing to lose. So, and only thing I'm gonna gain is maybe some extra clean air time. So, might as well.
Gotcha. Some fresher tires too. Probably help that machine out.
Yes, definitely. It actually wasn't that bad long. The first stage I killed the tires, but luckily that time I did. I improved my tire saving abilities. So it was a much better, much more stable.
That's good. Oh, Kepi, I really hope your internet did not cut out again. Did you have any
I was
questions to
just
ask Thornton?
I don't have anything to ask him, but a bunch of the leaders just came down pit road, including our leader, or was our leader, Ellis Wells. Everybody's taking their fast repairs too, so the strategy starting to play out even more. Different faces up front, and the new leader is pitting now. That's Carlo France with the 12 car, so he will take his fast repair, I assume too, because he's got a pretty damaged car in the rear.
Alright, I'm gonna throw him back to
I
the
have one
chat.
question
Your
for you.
2K teammates.
I have one question for Cappy.
Okay, ask your question.
Did you say that pit stop?
I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, he's exiting pit road right now.
Oh. Oh no.
Oh no! Alright, you ready to go back, Thornton, or any more questions?
Yes,
to...
thank
Don't
you.
worry, Peters is
No.
just sliding. He's been sliding
Oh.
through S's all race long.
Thank
so.
you for podcasting. Hope to see you later.
Hopefully we can see you in top 3, and
Peters
we'll
in
see if your
grass.
strategy works out.
Yes. Thank you.
Alright, Thornton back into this team chat.
Oh, Peters sending it. Oh, he almost went wide in the bus stop. He is wheeling it like he always has been doing. Him and Zach just been driving the wheels off the car. He almost spins the car right there, just downshifting. Kick the rear out right there.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, no.
Ed,
Oh
Did
my
he-
goodness.
we got that
He
on
almost
camera.
spun that.
Lap
Oh
number
my goodness.
36.
Oh,
Did Peters pit?
yeah, he's driving his fresh tires off right now.
Why is he driving this? His tires are gonna be dead.
No.
What is he
Oh,
doing?
boy, he is, oh my gosh, he is a man on a mission. But that mission is just slowing him down even more.
Yeah, scrubbing your tires. They're gonna get heated up quick, but we have 10 laps left in this thing. Tires usually
Yeah.
die.
Oh, he is drifting it. He does not want to race, he just wants to drift it, I guess. Oh, yeah, it's almost spinning. This is, should be a good camera
I
view right now.
can't tell if he's like
still
trying to
stay in the
do
car.
this or what. But he lost the position of Parker Collins.
Yeah, that's, at least it's making it exciting for us. Oh, he goes to the grass, he's wrecking it. He's wrecking into the inside wall. Just a
Kinda
tad.
deserved that, sorry.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if this leaves right now. He's just sitting right there in the bus stop right now. Yep, and he's gone. Luke Peters has retired from the race. Or at least he's getting towed back at the road right now. So, there went the fun. At least one half of our fun here tonight is gone. We should have Zach Ricker on soundtrack in the 7th position. As Ellis Wells, our leader for most of the race, or at least this last portion of the race, climbs himself back up in the lead. Second is John Lynch. He's made, in the 90 car, he's made his way up there. And Carlo Franson 12 and Christopher A. Robinson 00. That's our closest battle on track right now. Is there a 3-4 right behind each other? So we have less than 10 to go here. 38 for Ellis Wells and that 57 out of 45. The rest of the field seems pretty spread out. We got
John Lynch in
Cody
second. Did
Rivera's
he
in the
not pit yet?
36. Yeah, I don't think he has. Still has some damage on that car. 36, Dakota Rivera's and Brett Murphy. That was some close racing for 14th right there. So now it's for 13th. Dakota Rivera's pulling away though. He was in the top 2 for first half of the race, but unfortunately on the restart got taken out by a third placed car, and he's just got some bad luck ever since being
Chris Robinson to the inside of the 90. And LaFrance also by into the 3rd position. Chris Robinson up to 2nd. Robinson needs to gain
contact
6 seconds.
81 in the 21 in the carousel. Got a lot of cars under the blanket right here. One not happy over the radio for being pinched down there in the carousel. I think, yeah, here comes John Lynch to pit road right now. The 90 car from 2nd place. Strategy does not work out. I think he said over the radio. I was about to say that he's 2 laps short. So, strategy almost worked out for him there.
Yeah, I almost gave him a solid top 10 finish after a rough start to his day. Somehow Tyler managed to gain ground, but I think that is because the 4 car passed Logan, and right now teammate Jason Rajak also passed Logan too.
It's just smooth sailing right now for that 57 Wells. Just no mistakes for these laps, coming 6 laps here.
Yep, and it doesn't look like Chris has the pace to get up to Ellis Wells.
Oh, it's a bit loose off the last corner there, but you know, nothing behind him for almost an entire straightaway. So just gotta take it easy here for the 57. He's won the race. Because I doubt we're gonna have a huge wreck that'll put out the yellow.
Yep,
That's
so that
closest
is
battle
good
on track
news
is-
for him. Not good news
Closest
for
battle.
Chris.
Closest battle on track is for 6th place to Charlie Grenett in the 87, and the 4 car of Mark Brannigan Jr. That's Tyler Grenett, not Grenett, excuse me. 4 is gonna slide out here in the S's, and he's gonna fall back because of it.
We'll see though if Mark can try and regain some of that time, because he was over the back bumper of Tyler. He did lose a little time in the S's, you are correct.
That 81 still has a bit of brand damage. I don't think he took his fast repair during that yellow. Not yellow, but green flag pit stops, or the yellow, so.
Yeah, but that damage isn't really affecting him too much, because that is in the rear.
And it's minuscule, so.
Yep, and not really being an arrow track. Behind him is Jason Rajak. Very quiet race. You mentioned him here and then, 3 seconds behind, so not necessarily a threat for Mark and Tyler.
Because we have a battle to watch here developing. Brian Luzarno in the 77 is a second faster than the car ahead of him of Zachary Thorin. So let's see if Luzarno can track down Zachary Thorin before this race ends. He's been about a second faster for the last few laps, so this should be interesting to watch. He's about a second behind him now, so I mean he could catch him this lap. Who knows? And he
Also,
has really
Mark
caught him down
is
the
all over the
backstretch.
back bumper of Tyler entering the back stretch.
And behind them, it's Jason Rajak, and here comes Tyler Aspinall.
Tyler
He makes the
Aspinalli.
pass. 'Cause, Jason just lets him have the position. He's really slowed down there. Jason's going to go in the grass a bit. Yeah, And then 924 car just finished later, so they saying that he could have that spot. So. 7 has caught the 35, looking to make the pass right now.
For the fourth position, Brian Lonzo to the inside of Thornton. Side by side down the front straightaway. 3 to go this time by, am I correct? Look at the ticker.
I believe so.
Oh, it says 4 to go. Close enough. 4 laps to go this time by. Thornton was able to hold off Brian, though. See if Brian can get some momentum coming down the passes.
Brian has lost a little time, though. Through turning 1 and 2, along with the S's there. But he's got 4 laps to catch Zachary Thornton, so.
Yep, and he has had a tighter entry than Thornton. Thornton kind of going a little wide here and there. That seems to be his driving line. Thornton and Brian both needing good races if they're going to try and chase down Chris in the championship hunt.
Yeah, that 00 in second place of Christopher Robinson. Running about a second faster, or at least half a second faster.
Brian diving it down deep into turn 1. Maybe there's a little contact.
Boy.
Thornton with a crossover. Thornton on the inside.
Let's see. Oh, Thornton. It'll get loose there.
They're not giving up. And it looks like Brian muscled
it.
his way into the 4th position.
Thornton almost on the wall.
Thornton still
gonna take
loose.
it. As like I was saying, they were second place, about half a second faster than our leader of Ellis Wells, but the gap is just too big to catch him by half a second per lap. So. Jason Rajak moving out of the people's way more, and he's going to move out of the way for multiple cars here. He's going to cut the course. It's 2 to go here at Watkins Glen. As John Lynch has left the session. Let's see why. Or he just stayed up earlier. He just left after he did not make it. So. Most of the field spread out now. Closest battle is Tyler Grenot, and that 81 and the 4.
Oh, look at this. Chris Robinson and the green. He can actually see the 57. But the gap does show like 4 seconds, so I don't think that that's enough time to chase down Ellis Wells. These drivers have about like 1 1/3 laps left.
This gap's too big to do anything. Ellis would have to really, really mess up. I mean, Christopher Robinson faster by a second that last lap, but you know, like we've been saying, the gap's just too big to do anything.
Yep.
So Ellis Wells in that 57.
He just got the white flag. One more lap. All he needs to do is have a smooth entry. And I believe this will be his first win in the Coast to Coast Cup Series. Maybe he won in Season 1, but I had not broadcast any races in Season 1, so therefore it doesn't count. But at the very least, it will be his first win of our Season 4 or 3. Brian's going to yell at me later and be like, "We're on Season 3, you dummy."
Oh, Zachary Thornton loose off the turn 1. Oh, the car is just slideways, but he's able to save it, but he loses a ton
I
of
like
time.
that term. It's slideways.
Yeah, he slid all the way across the racetrack, just wheeling it, trying to catch the 77, but he lost like at least a second there. So, but Ellis Wells through the second to last corner, smooth sailing.
Yep, it does not have too much pressure from Chris Robinson. Chris has been pushing it. But to the checkered flag, a non-playoff driver is going to win it. Ellis Wells at Watkins Glen here tonight.
Christopher Robinson, the 00. It's been up front all day long, but in the end, it was a wreck on the restart that cost him a lot of time. And if it wasn't for that, he very well could have won this race.
This race
But
was
second,
his
still a
until
good
that
result.
wreck. So Ellis taking advantage of what he could. Chris with a nice comeback, still able to get points, as Chris is the first playoff driver. Once again, extending his points lead. Connor LaFrance, once again, the bridesmaid to the playoff drivers. Then Brian Lorenzo,
The
Zachary
29's gonna let
Thornton,
himself across the line for fun here.
Tyler Grenot,
Oh,
Mark.
the 21's gonna spin it. No, he gets loose. Brady Floyd's in the grass. The 21's gonna lose his spot here because he almost hit the barrels there. Brady Floyd almost wrecked it, and the 29's is gonna try to do a mini burnout here to turn number 1.
Oh, so Logan was in top 10, fell back to 14th. Jason Rajak ended up coming in 10th. But Cody Rivera's being bounced back and forth all over the
Jesus.
place, ended up finishing 9th.
His 77 gun 77 did not lift for the carousel and just full throttle it. Mark Wells, excuse me, not Mark Wells, Ellis Wells. Excuse
We're
me.
gonna Ellis change your name to Mark.
No, I'm just looking at too many different names at once here.
We're gonna see some celebrations. One guy's happy tonight. Drifting
well,
on all
everybody
over the
else-
track, just like Peters.
Yeah, everybody
Except
else
Peters
is
did during the
celebrating
race. This is for a celebration by Ellis.
We got the entire field celebrating for their own finishes. But the most important run right here is Ellis Wells about to send the car into a spin here.
Yep, he's gonna burn it down here tonight for his first win of the season at Watkins Glen on a McDonald's Camry for Animal Style Racing. Actually, it can't be Animal Style. Animal Style is a bunch of Toyotas. I'll have to ask him about his race team. Zenith Motorsports, that's what it is.
Nice run out here for the 57. Oh,
Gonna
he almost
tap
hits
the wall, make
Nope.
sure it passes inspection.
Yep. Really kept it off. Oh, there we
And
go. That's the tap.
that's the tap. That's the inspection tap. Make sure that it passes. You out of fuel?
Might be.
Just coasting for the heck of it.
I don't know.
Alright,
Yeah, but
pulled
that's
off.
it.
So I'll get a picture going and we will be right back with some interviews very shortly. I can't take long because viewers always dwindle for the interviews
Well, our
unless their
leader-
guy
our-
won.
Our race winner's already in the rating. If you want to bring him in right now.
Alright, we'll start with third position is who can Connor LaFrance in there?
Nope, it's just Ellis Wells, our race winner. Tyler Espinal 29, he's in there too, but let's see where he finished. Finished 8th. I don't know. None of the France isn't in any of the voice chats. The only Christian Robinson isn't in any of them too. It's only the only one in any voice chat, at least in the server right now, is our race winner, Ellis Wells. I think we should just get it over with right now. And
Okay, and I don't
it-
see anyone else in the voice chat, so we'll make sure to get Ellis. Hey, Ellis, it's Matt Kepi in the booth. You copy?
Yeah, I gotcha.
All right. So is this win number 1 in Coast to Coast, or just win number 1 for the season?
Win number 1 for Coast to Coast. I almost won in Texas. I think it was last season, but yeah, this is the first win.
Gotcha. Always a good one. Nice job. You had a very dominant performance after Chris had some technical difficulties with other drivers, but you capitalized, and you were the victor at the end of the day. So how was it from your perspective, leading those laps, staying out of trouble, pulling off the right pit strategy, all that good stuff?
Yeah, luckily it was a pretty calm race for me where I was even before the wreck before the stage. Uh, just kind of I was sitting behind Andretti for the first half of the race until accidentally wrecked him at a turn one. He slowed up a little bit, and I just got into him. It's still on me though, because he done the same thing for the past 5 laps. I should have paid attention, so I'm sorry for that. But after that happened, it was a pretty clean race for me. I was lucky to avoid the wreck on I think it was lap 22. I had to I saw Chris on my right in the grass where Jimmy Johnson just full throttled, and I hit the gas.
Cappy, any questions you wanted to ask?
Not really. It's just it was smooth sailing after the restart for Ellis Wells to the victory lane. So
All right, Ellis, before we let you go, anyone you want to think about your performance tonight?
Definitely want to thank Chris and Cody because did a practice session with those two. Was racing in the same car as those two. They're just bad fast. If that didn't happen to them on the stage restart, one of those two for sure would have gotten it. I'm sure you guys saw how Chris was just hunting me down afterwards, but he got stuck behind some cars, so he wasn't able to go straight for me. If that wasn't happening, he probably would have gotten it. Thinking Dreddy and Seth too. Those are the other guys we practice with whenever Seth's there. He would have been able to race tonight, but I think his computer conked out during the practice session, so that's unfortunate. Then the rest of my team too. The rest of the guys we practice with, talk to.
All right, and what is your team name? Just so I made sure I got it correct for the broadcast.
Yeah, Zenith Motorsports.
I'm right.
nice.
All right, cool. Nice talk with you. Congrats on the win. Don't party too hard. You still have work tomorrow.
Yeah, just only a little bit. Only a little bit.
Only a little bit.
Well, congrats on a race win. Dominating fashion here at the end for Ellis Wells.
All right, so we just talked to the race winner, Ellis Wells. I do not see anyone else in the waiting room.
I mean, you want to
Oh,
bring in
Chris
Zach
is in the
Throne again?
chat. I'm going to tell Chris to hop in here.
All right. Maybe we can bring in Zach Throne again, because why not? After the interview, because I don't see Connor LaFrance anywhere. So
Okay, there's Chris. And we'll
Just bring
make
him in.
sure to get Chris. And then after that, we'll see if Connor wants to do it. He hasn't been in the waiting room a few times.
All right.
All right, bringing up the second place driver, Christopher Robinson. Hey, Chris, it's Matt Kepi in the booth. You copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay, cool. So for that race, very eventful from your perspective. You had a
Oh my
very
goodness, yeah.
you got the butt end of the stick pretty much when the 36 got turned around and collected you in the process, and no cautions to try and catch up through the field. You're close, made it up to second place, chasing down the leader. So
Yeah,
how was it from your perspective? Because I'm pretty sure you're bummed out because you were mad
it's
fast.
thank you. Now it is what it is. I had no words once it happened, and I was pretty confident that I can get back up. I didn't think I would get back up to second though, so I'm that's pretty cool. I got to second, but I don't know. I love this track, so it's like I think it's a really good combination. That's a reason that I might be so fast here. I don't know, but it's I don't know. I honestly have no words about that race. So much happened, and it is what it is.
Well, on the bright side, the person who won the race is not a playoff driver. So once again, you were on top of the playoff drivers, and Connor
Yeah, no,
France was the bridesmaid once again.
yeah, I seen that. I mean, I didn't see. I thought about that as that's pretty good for me if her points rise. But I mean, second place isn't a win. You know what I mean? I really wanted to win, but Yeah, I mean that is a bright side. That I did finish in front of all the playoff drivers, so that's a way to look at it.
And you were the fastest car all night, so that's something to be happy about too.
Yeah, no, yeah, that is true. But I put in a good 2 hours practicing, so I guess it showed. But
Hmm.
it sucks that didn't end like last week. It'd have been amazing if I got back-to-back comeback wins, but I guess it is what it is.
Yeah, and I'll always get in the win is what you desire. So,
Yeah, exactly.
Cappy, any questions you want to ask?
Nope, I don't. I mean, I don't question his talents because I mean, 2 hours of practice, you know.
Can't doubt that. Well, before we let you go, Chris, is there anyone you want to thank for your performance tonight?
I would like to thank Andretti Autosports, the team owner. It sucks that he had a race-ending wreck, so that's unfortunate for him. But I mean, it's good that we got a Andretti Autosports car. And second, I would like to thank V-Loan, Snap-on, Duracell, and yeah.
Cool. Well, once again, congrats on the win and good luck next week.
Yeah,
Uh,
thank you. What is next week?
uh good question. I'm bringing it up right now. Next week we're gonna be at Las Vegas, the
Las
halfway
Vegas.
mark
Oh,
of
that's
the playoffs.
perfect. I love that track too. So that's good. All right, well,
Nice.
thank you.
Seems like you love every track because you're good at all of them.
Yeah, for real. Thank you. Yeah, it's no, but it's Las Vegas and Kansas are probably my top two tracks. So hopefully I didn't just jinx myself by saying that, but we'll see. Well, thank y'all for having me.
Hey, how about next week you start from last place to give us a good show?
Should I?
No, 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 no.
No, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it.
No,
I'll do
no,
it.
no, you don't need to. You don't
No,
need to.
I'll do it. I'll do it. I
No.
love. Literally, I wanted to do that this race, but I mean, I just didn't because I mean I had so much speed. But I'll do it next week. Remember this. Remember this conversation. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Watch.
It's
Okay.
recorded, so we got proof.
All right. Cool. All right. Thank you.
All right, see ya.
Okay.
All right, so that was second place, Chris Robinson. I'm going to have to pull Connor Francis' arm to get in the waiting room eventually because he hasn't been in here for 2 weeks in a row. So maybe we'll see him next week if he's the bridesmaid once again, or if he's the winner. I really want him to actually interview him.
Hmm.
Opinions, but next week we are going to be at Vegas. I just bought the track because I've never run there. So, any final thoughts from Kepi?
Well, race was exciting. Just, could not make any mistakes and got a lot of people who made mistakes. That's just part of racing sometimes, but just a very eventful race like it's been the last few weeks, and just good playoffs so far. Next week at Las Vegas should be exciting, and we'll definitely keep a camera out on the 00 if he truly does start from last place.
If he does, just needs to have like on his back bumper, just say, "I told you so, Kepi."
You should just award him the championship right there if he wins the race from last place, which I mean it could happen most likely. He's my he's my odds-on favorite to win next week at Las Vegas.
Very well could be. We also have some other talented drivers at the 1.5 mile tracks too. I know Jason Jacques earlier in the season got a win at a half mile. Ellis Wells is pretty good those half miles too. Brian Lorenzo, he's been very close. Like all the playoff drivers too, especially the 4 car of Mark Brannigan. He hasn't had a win yet, but he's just been so consistent on those tracks. And yeah, a lot of guys, honestly. I hope I didn't say any names and they win. Don't be like, hey, you didn't say this, because there's more people than actually listen.
Yep.
All right, well, we'll see you next week at Vegas. Same
Should be a
time,
fun one.
different track.